What's going on, guys? My name is ATFCOBRA, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the new Armor Kill DLC game mode for Tank Superiority, which is gonna be pretty cool. I watched a little bit of gameplay of it, and I heard these two guys talk about it. And basically, from what I understand of what I've seen and what I've heard, Tank Superiority is basically there's one actual flag in the map, and the map that we were looking at was Armored Shield, and there's basically five tanks on 5 tanks. That includes LAVs and the regular tanks and the new tanks as well. And both actually, go to that center of that map, and they try to hold it and try to stay alive. And it looks pretty fun. It looks pretty cool. The tanks spawn instantly, or as they said, they spawn a lot faster, and you won't be waiting around, longer. It would make sense if you do have a big map, and it's primarily for tanks and stuff. You do want the tank spawning faster, and it feels like it's gonna be well balanced, because with tanks spawning like that, spawning instantly, it means that it's gonna give other people enough time, or other players enough time, to get into those tanks, instead of having the same person get destroyed in one tank and keep doing damage, or keep getting into the same tank and not letting others get a chance to do so as well. Now, there are a couple things I'm worried about that they even talked about in the video that might worry me. Is that one side of the field is actually not balanced. Like the American side has the head up on the actual Russian side. Like they'll be able to look down onto the Russians and probably shoot down on them from a hill part. I don't know exactly how it plays out. It only shows a little bit of footage. It doesn't show the whole thing. And until we play, until we see it, they're saying that it might be a little bit unbalanced. There's a bit of camping and stuff like that. And for Battlefield, I really, experience camping. If anything, there's, camping would be, to me, Battlefield, it feels like you can't camp almost. It's too big to camp. Like if you do camp, you're probably just holding down a area of the map, which is basically not considered camping. It's considered defense to me. If you're holding down one spot, if you're staying in one place, you are playing defense, in my opinion. But if you are watching a corner, if you're watching a side and you're not moving that whole time, number one, it'd be pretty hard to actually get a lot of kills unless people keep coming towards you constantly and they don't care about dying. And number two, I think it'll be pretty boring just to sit there in one spot and not try to move around and see the other areas of the map. I mean, come on now, new maps, you don't want to just stay in one place. You want to move around, you want to get to know the maps, you want to see secret spots that you can probably flank guys. And flanking is one of my biggest things I love in Battlefield. That's why I play this game so much. There's so many flanking routes on most of these maps, and so many places where you can get to your enemy. It makes it really fun, and it makes it really a great challenge, because you're not funneled into one section of the map and there's no real boundaries. I mean, there are boundaries, but it doesn't feel as bad as some other games. But looking at it, looking from the pictures and from the gameplay, it looks like it won't be too boring. And the main classes, of course, that are going to be played are mostly, or if not all, engineer. I know there can be some snipers. These two guys explained that there will be some snipers and the game mode as well, but I don't think a sniper is gonna be able to do well when most people are in tanks. I know they probably would be able to hold their own. Look at this, I tricked this guy right here. He comes rushing and eats a grenade. But yeah, I know that not everybody's gonna get in a tank. If you think about it, there's gonna be a couple LAVs and a couple tanks. It's two people per tank. So and if you're playing on a bigger map, snipers are going to have an advantage, because they're going to be perched up on their hills. They're going to be like realistic snipers. They're going to be waiting for those kills, or they're going to be trying to pick out guys that are actually trying to go to the center of the map. Now, they didn't say much of anything about the AC-130. I don't think it's going to be in this map. It doesn't look that big. I mean, the other maps look a little bit bigger, like they can handle the AC-130. But this map that I was watching, Armored Shield, didn't look like there was going to be an AC-130. But who knows? Things might change. And as far as camping, I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, I really don't think it's a big deal to, even if people do camp, it's because they want to slowly get to know the map, and sooner or later they're gonna get a little bit better and actually run around the map and start doing everything that they need to help out their teammates. Now, the one thing that I am a little bit worried about, as well as they were talking in the video, is that the actual base, or the flag, doesn't move around. So it's basically like King of the Hill, but it's a set King of the Hill, so that means it's there. You know how to get it to it, and you know, the more you play, the better you get at it. So those players who are really good at actually you know, holding down one spot of the map, they're gonna be pretty dominant in this game mode, because if you can hold down one section, if you can play strong enough defense to keep your enemy away from that one point, then you're golden, you're solid. But the other thing about it is you might be able to make an impenetrable fortress, and everybody else is not going to be too excited about that. You know, everybody wants to be able to have different ways to attack that area, attack that, you know, specific flag. So to me, it seems like a you know, positive and a negative, but you never know how things like this play out until you really get into it. Now, they also talked about the longevity of this game mode, because it doesn't move around, because the spot is in one place. How fun is it going to be if we keep continuing to play it? To me personally, I think it's going to be pretty damn fun. I mean, we play with the same, you know, if you play the same game modes, you'll notice the flags don't switch. The flags, you know, if you play Conquest, the flags stay in the same spots. So when you think about it, it's still going to have that longevity. It's still going to be Battlefield. It's still going to be fun. In all honesty, I'm freaking more excited than I was before about this. And those snow maps have me, you know, impatient, very impatient, and I can't wait to see the rest of how everything unfolds. And I hope you guys are excited too. I can't wait till everything drops and we're able to play together. And also the clan thing, we're all getting together today, or I'm going to try and get together today to play a little bit more. And clan is only for PC, guys, sorry, because I don't have enough time for Xbox. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and my little opinions on the new Armor Kill DLC. It's been your boy. Peace.